I'm Baptista from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and if I were Prime Minister, I would make things like energy-efficient appliances and things like light bulbs mandatory in all houses and businesses, and I would give incentives for people to use these things, and I would also not be scared of corporations and businesses and not allow them to push me around.
SUVs would be outlawed. You got to drive little smart cars, and you'd get a tax rebate if you didn't own a car and were biking and using public transit.
So we need to put a tax on both the big corporations and the fat cats and the people that are going and buying the SUVs. So it'll be less incentive for them to do so. And we're going to take that money from the corporations and the people buying it and put them into hybrid vehicles, into companies that actually put effort towards making environmentally friendly cars.
To encourage research and the alternative energy resources. And I will also encourage industries that are the major polluters to reinvest in local communities and improve the public transport sector.
Make all corporations and businesses accountable through green taxing for all products produced from conception to decomposition.
And pollution should be paid for like anything else. It should be no different. We should get a green power tax credit. We've been lobbying for that in Ottawa for a number of years. Haven't seen it yet, but it would be a really good thing to do. We should be holding polluters accountable for the cost of fouling our air, our water, and our land.
Mandate that every corporation, when they produce a product, should put a global footprint on their product so that when citizens go to the store and buy their products, they know how much emissions, for example, were produced in that product.
Ensure that businesses and corporations are acting responsibly. So I would create laws to make sure that they're using energy efficiently and that they're recycling.
Trust in the creative potential of our industries and of the Canadian public to quickly move us all in the right direction. Given the proper incentives to invest in renewable energies and to lower emissions.
Challenge corporations to try and stop some of the wasteful practices they started.
I would hold those polluters accountable, higher taxes, fines, whatever we can, to create a fund that would then go into educating the Canadian people about what we can do in our daily lives to make a difference.
Implementing a new tax on all carbon polluting sources, such as gasoline or power generation. Yes, it would raise the price. But at the same time, it would provide millions of extra dollars for research and the development of sustainable systems.
Challenge major corporations to reduce their carbon emissions by 15% every year.
Tax incentives for companies that do reduce their emissions.
Create incentives for families and businesses to walk, cycle, scooter, use public transit, use electric cars, hybrids, and biofuels to get around.